Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is G and I am recording this from the car. Today is day 18 of posting for 90 days and I've just come back from a chiropractor appointment where they hurt me, but they had to fix me. So it's a perfect analogy of life. You have to go through pain to then get the benefits later. You have to learn. Everything is a test, yada, yada, yada. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for following me on my journey. I was going to try and record something before my chiropractor appointment, but I didn't have enough time because I was listening to a daily audio Bible reading, and I think it was from the 24th or 25th of July, and the reading was from Romans, and it was basically the bit that talks about if God is for you, nobody can be against you. Nothing and no one can be against you, including all of creation. Nothing. So, and even though it's something you kind of need reassurance. It's the same way how, like, if you have kids, they constantly need your reassurance as they're growing up. And even when they're grown up, they still need reassurance. So it's very similar to that. So it was just nice to hear that the way Brian Hardin from Daily Audio Bible says it. It's just his tone and how he speaks is just... it's just different when you're reading it yourself, you know. So I'm actually really thinking of recording my my vlogcast in the style that Brian Hardin does, because I really like it. It might not sound as calming and, you know, therapeutic to many, but I'll try my best. So I had my interview yesterday. It went really well. I enjoyed it. It's weird because I say I enjoy it because when it's a job that I really want, maybe the role or the company, actually more the company, if it's a company I really believe in and I would love to work there, I always enjoy the interview, because I think I've said before that I actually don't like interviewing. It's just, you know, but again, if you're just being yourself, you don't always feel like you're selling something. It just feels like you're just talking. And the interview went really well. It ran over by half an hour. Sorry, there's a mom yelling at her kid. It ran over by half an hour, and they have asked if I can come back this week for second stage, which I said yes. Actually, when I meant to say yes, I went, yeah, man. But I then corrected myself. But that's how relaxed and enjoyable it was for me to be able to be saying, yeah, man. Oh, that's better. Actually, you need to see me a bit more. So yeah, I had that. I've got 2 more this week. One is confirmed. The other one is not confirmed yet. And they did ask me, the job asked me if I was considering other offers, and I said to them, not yet. You're the first people I'm speaking to. I really like what you guys are trying to do and what you stand for, and I could see how I fit in. Because what I do with jobs that I think I want is, well, it's a new thing I do now where I don't actually... I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to phrase it. I don't know for sure how much I want the job or to work for the company until a couple of hours before the interview, because that's when I check them out on LinkedIn, on their website, on whatever, so that by the time I start the interview, I'm in a space of, okay, I really would like to work here, or It's okay. So that's why I do that so close to the interview time. And then however I'm feeling is what they would get in the interview. And then to add to that, there's obviously how the people I interview are. And if we have a rapport, if they get it, if they don't. And yeah, and I always know, like, if they don't get me, or if I know I'm not going to be a good fit for them and their culture, whatever that is, because like I said before, I am the culture. I bring my culture to the workplace. If I don't think there's a fit, I know, I then decide, okay, like literally in real time, do I want to still just take the job and do the job and just go and do the job, which again, I've been trying to do for years. I can't help but bring my full self to work. I can't just go to do the job. Either that or the opposite. So yeah, I enjoyed it, went really well. And then I spent the rest of the day talking. A couple of friends needed an ear, a listening ear, compassionate ear, and I'm always that, and I had capacity, so it wasn't, but the only thing is all the other stuff I wanted to do yesterday, I wasn't able to do, not completely, so I did some of it, and but yeah, it was just nice to just be there for somebody else, especially when I feel like I don't have much. And I know it's all about context and reframing things, so I'm probably explaining that wrong, but okay, I think what I'm trying to say is it's good to know or to see that people, my friends or people that I'm friends with, know they can still come to me for help or listening ear or whatever they need in spite of what's going on with me. Because someone said to me today by message, one of my lovely group chats, where they were just encouraging me and telling me about my resilience, and that meant a lot to me to hear. Because I've said it before in the episode where I was talking about friends, you have to check on your strong friends. So the same way I'm having people check up on me, I'm able to check up on others, and it's a domino effect, which is how it should be. The other thing I've been thinking about is in terms of the job stuff. So I know I said, I don't know what episode, what day, I said I wanted to go for interim roles. So I could just go in there, do the job, move on to the next one. As fun as that sounds, I'm now not sure if that's what I want. I'm still open to any, but I'm just not sure anymore. And this is where you have to have a strong relationship with God, where the Holy Spirit will be able to guide you. And for me, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, I'm always asking for guidance because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm always asking for guidance in alignment with God's purpose for me and my desires, and because I read some time ago a definition of desire, and it was something like God always wants to fulfill your desires because your true desire is something that is of God within you and something that you really, really want. And I know there's a different definition of desire now or to anybody else, but that's a definition that resonated with me because sometimes most of the time, every day, I say to God, use me today, use me in whatever capacity for your purpose, to help somebody, to show somebody that you exist, that you're alive and well and all around us. But then I always hesitate to really ask for what things I want, because I always have this thing of, what if what I want contradicts what God wants for me, or for me to do? Because again, if you're going to put yourself in a position to be a vessel, then does that leave room for you to have your wants and needs? Not needs, because God will always give you what you need, but your wants, which are your desires, is that included? Does that take a back burner? So those are the kind of conversations I have in my mind. And sometimes you need to be still and take time out. I'm literally parked looking at the field. There's a field there, there's some allotments there. So, and I can hear the wind in the trees. So, and the kind of chiropractic session I just had, I can't really be walking. I'm meant to go home to sleep. So that's why I'm doing this in the car instead of walking. So these are the moments when you need to be still and just think like, okay, what exactly is God saying to me? What is my spirit saying to me? What is my gut saying? And you do have to take this sort of like time out to assess and know what's happening, you know. So yeah, so that's it's not even a dilemma. Like, I am speaking I'm trying to prophesy into my life that for once I might get more than one job offer that I then have to pick. And I know the last time I tried to complain that why do I only get one job offer, and then the Holy Spirit reminded me that I can't even pick a nail color from the options I get given, let alone a job, from multiple offers. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So I don't know, but I was really tired this morning. By the time I got to the chiropractor, I was like this. I even got there early. I was there 20 minutes early. And yeah, very tired, like drained. But I think it's because my husband finally got back this morning, and so I'm like, is that big sigh of relief, like, okay, I don't have to carry everything by myself in terms of the kids and the house and blah blah blah. And just to have him back, the energy in the house has just shifted. It's amazing, and I'm so lucky to have him as my husband. So I kind of feel almost like if I decide to just have a mini, why is this not closing properly? If I just decide to have a mini whatever and have a little bit of a cry, there's someone in the house to offer me comfort and tissues, rather than me having to do it myself. So, but yeah, it's just so nice to have him. And it's like, I'm so glad that I was able to get a chiropractor appointment for when he was back. Because if he wasn't back, if I did this like yesterday, I'd be like, okay, I've seen the chiropractor, they've put me back together. Tender Leaf Clinic, y'all, in MK. They put me back together, and then I have to go home and do this and do that, prepare for the interview. And so at least I don't have to do that. My only appointment today was a chiropractor appointment. So now I can go to sleep if I want to. So yeah, what I want to do, or what I'd like to do, is because I said I wanted to really start being more serious in terms of having a strategy of what I want to do going forward. And the last few days, well, I'd say most of July, that I've listened to on the daily audio Bible, there's a lot that is very much aligned with what I'm going through now. So I'm getting a lot of comfort from the scriptures that is definitely helping my mental health and not allowing me to dwell in any sort of negative headspace. I acknowledge it, but I don't dwell in it. There's a difference. So I want to write down, because the way the daily audio Bible that I use works is Brian would read a portion of the Old Testament, then he would read the New Testament, then he would do Psalms and then Proverbs, and then he would talk about it at the end. It's the talking part that I love the most, because, and also the fact that he uses different versions of the Bible each week to read so you can get a different flavor. The talking at the end is the bit that it applies to everyone, regardless of what faith or what religion you subscribe to. Can we say subscribe? That you're part of. So for me, that's the bit that I love. And there's the Facebook page where they have the transcript of everything. So for the times when I need to go back and read something, because I tend to listen to Brian when I'm walking or when I'm driving. So it's not like I have time to be writing anything down as he's talking. So, and I kind of don't want to, because it's good to listen to it live or fresh and then go back and read it, because you're like, okay, and then you highlight what you need to highlight. So that's what I would like to do, to just write down as much as possible, and then share that. What else is happening? So yeah, I'm still kind of like on a pause from everything, but it's nice to have the interviews scheduled. And this morning I allowed myself to just briefly think of the fact that I won't be getting like a full salary at the end of this month. Like, I just allowed myself to think about it very briefly, and I acknowledged the thought and I let it go, because again, I don't want to dwell. Yeah, but I feel very at peace with everything. My eye has not been twitching. This eye normally be twitching all the time. It's twitched for years, but it's fine. I've ordered a very, very cheap phone holder for the car, because the one I had melted off the dashboard. It's the one that you stick the end on the thing. It melted off, so I've ordered one that you can stick in the vent, the air vent, so that when I want to do recording in the car, it's comfortable, because I think even I get distracted by holding the phone, and I also then thought, ooh, in this day and age where you can literally get anything that does anything, I've also ordered, or rather I just googled like a belt holder with the selfie stick, so that when I'm walking my hands are free. And it does exist, but I can't spend £40 on that right now, and it does look a bit naff. But again, when you have no fear, no shame, it doesn't matter. I don't care who's looking at me. But the one I did go for with my budget is like the one you wear on your neck, and then you can bend it to however you want, and then you can even then kind of like collapse it and hold it up. I mean, humans are amazing. There's literally a thing for every need, like every want, rather, not every need. Like, if you want this, someone has thought about it, someone's created it, which is great. So yeah, I think that's my updates. That's my update. Oh, I want to try Reformer Pilates. That's the one you do with the machines. So I used to know a girl in Nigeria that she couldn't say machine. It was always machine. So I want to try that. I don't want to say it looks like fun, but I prefer doing workouts that I'm using equipment, like I'm doing something, not just my own body. So I want to try that, and I found I can do a free one. I don't know if they have the free sessions now, but I can at least join the waiting list, so that's fun. Because I do need to pick up my exercise again. Yeah, I think that's all for now. So I wish you all a great day. What day is it? See, when you don't have a job, you don't know what day it is. You just know it's weekday.